What's up, everybody? We are back with another one, Beyond the Darkside. I'm your boy, Coach Wilkins. Today, I got my nephew with me, Mage. What's up, man?
What's up, Coach?
Hey, listen up, man. This is a guy who's been with me since before we even started. We started tackle. Like this is a phenomenal kid, bro. He started with us as flag, and he kind of was part of the process of us starting to a tackle team. And Mage is currently with the program. He's currently the number one leader in tackles in the team, like in history. And obviously his numbers. Me and him, I talked about this. What was that, like a month ago? You texted me 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Like his numbers is doubling every year. Like this dude is getting better, bro. He's getting better and better and better. But like the his will, like, and just knows for the ball, like he knows where it's going, and he finds his way to the ball every single play. It's tremendous. But that's an amazing stat to have, bro. Because like most people, kids like getting complacent. Like, oh, I was good last year. I don't gotta do much. Like you work, bro. Like you a workhorse, and it shows in your game. It shows in your gameplay. Like you hungry, the way that you lock in, pregame, everything. But we're gonna get into that because that's something that I definitely want to ask you is like about your mental part of the game. And like how you approach games is different. You prepare like a pro, and you see it in your game, man. So with that being, you are a two-way player, right?
Yeah.
You play both sides of the ball. You play linebacker, which you 5-star, bro, 5-star linebacker, middle linebacker. You the prototype, right? You play tight end, you play running back, you play receiver, slot. You play a lot of different things. So, what do you prefer? Offense or defense, if you got to pick one?
I prefer playing defense, even though I do take pride in my ability to block and my route running ability and my catching ability, considering how I started.
Yeah.
But I prefer playing defense more because, like, that's where I can show my leadership not only verbally but also leading by example.
Exactly, and and that's something that we really took pride on. I think starting. I mean, even in flag, right? We took pride. We knew we always had the best athletes, like a good group of athletes. Like if you line all of our kids up, we probably gonna have top 10 guys. So offensively, it's like we could do whatever, but like defensively is where we took pride at with Coach Curry or Dad when we first started this out with Diaz. Like we really took pride in making our defense like very physical, very hard to play against. The way that y'all hit, the way that y'all get to the ball, and I think it's shown, like you said, and that's the mindset of like a defensive first. And that's what the coaches kind of preach. Like we want to preach defense first, offense second, because we understand that if we can shut a team out and really rip their hearts out, it's a little different. That wind gonna hit a little different. So that's a perfect answer, bro. And when you say you prefer that linebacker spot, what linebacker do you kind of look at and be like, hey, I want to model my game after this guy. Like this is who somebody I can look at film and teach tape on and kind of grow my game around.
I would say Fred Warner because he has nose for the ball. He's aggressive at the point of contact, getting off blocks and making tackles, and he can diagnose a play as soon as the ball's hyped.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, Fred, a scary dude. Like I've seen some linemen be like, yo. Even receivers, like, bro, I got hit by this dude. Like, he the real deal. Like, at every level of the game. He can cover, he gon' hit, and then he can hawk you down. Whatever you want, whichever way you want it, he can deliver. So that's a great reference, bro, to somebody to study. And I always tell y'all, like, go watch film, go watch, games Saturday and Sunday so y'all can kind of get y'all can kind of get the information from people that's already done what y'all doing at the highest level, and that's a great example. So speaking of, like, we talked about your mindset a little bit. Right before a game, how do you feel? Like, what's going through Major's head? 23 coin toss. We already whatever offense, defense, but what's going through 23 head?
Usually, like, I'm excited, ecstatic. It's fun. Coin toss is the best part because then after coin toss, you win it, you lose it. You find out you get in ball, you get to jump off, you get to jump to the sideline, and then you just get ready for the game. And then kickoff is just when it all starts, and then it's just fun from there.
That's what's up, bro. No, that's amazing, man. Like, cause I see it, like the way you approach. You always had And one thing that I notice about like you and your pops is like y'all always share that moment before the game where it's like we really finna lock in, we really getting our mind right. Like this our time to just zone out and just a reminder that it's time to just kick ass. Like ain't nothing else to do for this next hour. We just here to kick ass, bro. So it's amazing to see it, bro. I definitely, another thing about your game that I admire is your mental. We go down in the game. And I remember 10U, right? 10U. Remember we was down the 49ers playoffs.
Yeah.
I forgot what the score. What was the score to that one? At halftime, we was down
36.
because we kind of the game plan. We was like, all right, we're gonna start with the ball, but they jumped on us. We was down like 20-something, 14 or something like that, 7 to 20 or something like that. Your halftime speech. You, hey guys, and I'm like, damn, this the first time this 10U. So like we ain't even we still fresh to tackle, but I'm like, damn, this boy ain't even. He really about that. He really on something. And all the boys looking around like, man, all right, we came out kicking ass, won that. That was our first championship. We was 1 for 1. Our first season, first championship, but we went through the 49ers, who was a well-seasoned team, bro. They had players on that team that was tough. It just so happened, I think your message to the players, that was the first time one of the players gave a message like that, and I think it got through the boys. And from that day on, we always do in a huddle. We break a huddle. Hey, let me say something real quick, coach. Now it's to the point where it's like we always talking, we always communicating. But I think that was like breaking point for you as far as like leadership, being a leader on a team. A lot of people look up, well, how do you select captains? Well, I don't select captain on like, yeah, gameplay is cool, but I'm looking at like who shows up every day. Who shows up every day for everything, not just practice, not just the games. I don't care how many touchdowns you got. I don't gauge a child's success on touchdowns. I never do. And parents, if they hate me for it, my boy got 5 touchdowns. I don't care. I want to know what effort like. I want to know what is he training at home? I want to know, is he watching film? I want to know if he a good student. Like, so is he able to lead? Can he communicate? That's the type of things that I'm looking for in my captains, and that's why you've been a captain since we started. You know what I'm saying? You held that position. It's not like every offseason it resets, but you don't miss a workout. You don't miss a training session. The Monday mornings, that's them hell Mondays that kids absolutely hate. You there every single one of them. Your boys throwing it up. You holding their heads up. Hey, get back in there and finish. So, like, just keep leading by example, bro. You're doing an amazing job. And in that, since we brought up a memory, I want to ask you, what's your favorite Darkside memory, like in-game, a play that you made, or a favorite Nike Darkside memory? It could be a game, it could be practice or whatever, but I just want to ask you that one.
My favorite Darkside memory would probably be the game when we went to Mesquite for the first game when it was raining.
Yeah.
Because that game was one of my favorites because I had like 3 sacks, 12 tackles, 3 for loss.
Yeah.
And that game, it was just super fun because it was raining, and sometimes like the visor just looked like a kaleidoscope, which was fun to play with.
Yeah, bro. I think so. I think that's one of my favorite. Definitely top 10. I tell people about Mesquite all the time just because like the environment, the mountains in the back, it was cold.
Yeah.
It was cold, but rainy, and us coaches, we just out there like. We ain't got too many hoodies on. Like, we don't rock, like, coats, and we just out there, bro. Like, and y'all just locked in. Y'all had y'all ski mask on. I just talked about it with Steve. Steve, he brought it up, and I was like, bro, the triple black uniforms, like, that day was one to remember, bro. And I think also we was playing older kids. Yeah. Anytime I'm able to play y'all against older kids, it's one of my favorites because that's, like, a real test of, like, where we can be, where we at. It's a measure. Like, you know, some of these games playing kids our age kind of get rough because they complain about the hitting. It's too rough, it's too physical. But that game was good because they still was complaining, but it was like, all right, older kids complaining, kind of like the last couple weekends. Like, I love it. When the older kids complain that y'all hitting too hard, I'm like, yo, you 13, 14, this boy 12. This boy fresh off 11, you know what I'm saying? So that's one of my favorite memories as well. Last question for you, bro. And I like to always ask because you played a lot of great kids. A lot of great kids, man. Who is probably your favorite player that you played against?
I would say probably Michael from the Cowboys because he's big, fast, physical, and he's
Yeah.
strong. It's like hard. Sometimes it's hard to block him, especially the first time we played them.
Yeah.
It was just a surprise because nobody was really expecting him to be that
Yeah.
big and that strong. And
Yeah.
him to catch a pass one-handed that was overthrown.
No, that's dope, bro. Because like again, Steven said it, Michael too, and it's no, that's not a bad choice because again, like I always say, I always tell y'all boys, give respect when it's due. As men, we gonna respect people and get them they love when they players like that. If you an absolute stud, you a stud because they gonna give it to you. I'm not gonna disrespect another kid because he don't play for Darkside. We ain't raised that way. We don't operate that way. We not in practice talking about people like that. We prepare for them in practice, but we not. You know, if he a dog, he a dog. But that's a great choice because, yeah, that kid's special, man, and it's something to see that y'all when y'all going against him, how that shift gears in y'all head, like based on who you play. We play OG Ducks, like how Major prepares for that, and like how your gear changes for that, or when we playing another kid that may do something different. But yeah, Mike is a big target that you got to prepare for, bro, and that's a great selection, dog, for sure. Man, listen, appreciate you coming on the show today, man.
Thank you.
No doubt, bro. That's all love, bro. This was a great one, man. Thank you again, and until next time, Beyond the Darkside, we out.